Hello, and welcome. Today, let me take you to Kyoto, Japan's ancient capital. This city isn't just a tourist destination. With over 1,000 years of history, Kyoto offers something deeper, quiet, and depth. Temples, shrines, wooden townhouses, traditional crafts, Kyoto isn't just something you look at. To truly understand the city, you must feel it with all five senses. Kyoto became the capital of Japan in 794, when the city of Heian-kyo was established. For nearly 1,000 years, it remained the political and cultural heart of the country. You can still find traces of that era scattered throughout the city. An old well stands at the base of a skyscraper. A tiny shrine hides quietly behind a shopping center. In Kyoto, the past and present don't collide, they coexist, quietly and beautifully. Let's begin with Kiyomizu, one of Kyoto's most iconic temples. It's famous for its large wooden stage that extends from a hillside, and even inspired a popular saying in Japan. To leap from the stage at Kiyomizu, meaning to take a bold leap of faith. Of course, you don't need to jump. But when you stand there, looking out over the city, you may understand what that phrase truly means. In spring, the view is filled with cherry blossoms. In summer, lush greenery. In fall, brilliant red leaves. In winter, a peaceful blanket of snow. Every season gives this place a new face. Next is the dazzling Kinkakuji, also known as the Golden Pavilion. Its exterior is covered in gold leaf, and on sunny days, it shines brilliantly in the reflection of the pond below. It almost feels unreal, like a painting brought to life. But the meaning behind this temple isn't about luxury. It represents the Buddhist concept of mujo, or impermanence. Everything in life is always changing. That's what makes it precious. This is part of Kyoto's quiet philosophy. The most beautiful things are often the most fleeting. Another must-see is Fushimi Inari Taisha. The famous tunnel of thousands of red torii gates, called Shinbon Torii, leads you deep into the forest. At first, it's full of people and chatter. But as you walk further in, the crowds fade. You begin to hear the wind, the birds, your own footsteps. It's a place not just for sightseeing, but for reflection. And even today, locals still come here to pray. This isn't just a famous photo spot, it's a living, breathing place of faith. Kyoto is also a city of quiet. On the bus, no one talks loudly. In cafes, people speak softly. At train stations, phone calls are rare. No signs are needed. No one says, "Be quiet." But somehow everyone knows. It's a kind of cultural awareness, unspoken but shared. In Kyoto, silence isn't empty. It's part of the experience. Let's take a look at how Kyoto changes with the seasons. In spring, cherry blossoms bloom along the Kamo River. Petals flutter in the wind, float on the water, and gently cover the paths. Couples sit evenly spaced along the riverbank. It's a Kyoto tradition, and somehow, it feels just right. In summer, people enjoy dining on raised wooden platforms called kawadoko, built over rivers like Kamo and Gion. The breeze, the sound of water, and the dim lighting create the perfect atmosphere to escape the heat. In autumn, the mountains explode in color. Places like Arashiyama and Ikondo are especially breathtaking. Even the sound of fallen leaves crunching underfoot feels poetic. In winter, temples like Kinkakuji and Nanzenji are covered in snow. The air is crisp. The silence deepens. In Kyoto, even cold becomes beautiful. Now let's talk about food. Kyoto cuisine is never loud or bold. It's soft, subtle, and thoughtful. Home-style obanzai dishes, made with seasonal vegetables, are simply seasoned but full of heart. Traditional sweets are never too sugary. Matcha desserts offer a gentle bitterness. You can smell the savory steam of dashi in the air. At first, some people might say, isn't this a little bland? But that's the point. The flavor of Kyoto is in its restraint. Try pouring too much soy sauce, and you might just get a quiet, invisible glare from a Kyoto grandmother. Kyoto is not only a place to visit, it's a place where people live. Walk along the Kumo River in the early morning, and you'll see joggers, dog walkers, students, and office workers. Not rushing. Just living. Stroll down the philosopher's path. You'll hear the river next to you, the breeze in the trees, and perhaps a quiet hello from a passerby. There's nothing dramatic. But that's exactly why people come back, again and again. You might find yourself wondering, why is Kyoto so calm? And if you pay attention, the answer begins to appear. When riding the bus, sometimes no one presses the stop button. But just when you wonder who will do it, someone presses it, perfectly timed. That small act of awareness and consideration? It's Kyoto. Even high school students waiting outside a convenience store seem quiet and composed. You might think, do Kyoto people speak one tone lower than the rest of Japan? The city's atmosphere is shaped by more than people, it's shaped by nature and design. Kyoto doesn't have many large parks. Instead, you'll find tiny gardens and trees throughout the city. You'll always hear the sound of water, whether from the Kumo River or small roadside streams. And the colors? No neon, no flash. Signs and buildings blend into the environment with soft tones, brown, gray, green. The city doesn't shout. It hums. That's part of what makes Kyoto feel like a deep breath. There's also a quiet culture of ma, the Japanese sense of space and pause. When visiting a shrine or temple, you rarely see the main hall right away. You walk a long, peaceful path to get there. The journey matters as much as the destination. Whether it's sitting on a porch, waiting quietly at a bus stop, or sipping tea without words. Kyoto teaches that empty time is not wasted time. It's sacred. Try walking through Kyoto on a rainy day. The stone paths glisten. The air feels soft. Light reflects gently off puddles, and sounds seem to melt into the mist. Rain might make you skip sightseeing in other cities. But in Kyoto, it brings you closer to its heart. Kyoto's beauty isn't just what you see. It's what you hear, the creak of floorboards, the knock of Geta sandals. It's what you smell, incense smoke, matcha, wet leaves. It's what you feel, cool stone under your feet, warm tea in your hands. These are the Kyoto moments guidebooks forget. But your heart won't. And at the end of it all, I hope you think, Kyoto is truly something special. I want to return. Even just walking and doing nothing made me happy. When life feels too loud, too fast, or too full, Kyoto is the quiet place waiting for you. Thank you for joining us.